So Marilyn,
Hello, Joy.
here we are in another hotel room.
We're always in another hotel room. We're actually in Buffalo, New York at this moment.
Not far from Niagara Falls.
The power of the falls.
The power of Mother Nature.
Yeah, very nice. So we've been talking about, and we've had several people ask us about why we go on spiritual adventures all over the world. And I said, well, we go to pick up aspects of ourselves that we left. And Joy said,
well, what does that mean, to pick up an aspect of yourself?
You know, on a spiritual adventure, you connect with places in ways that you didn't know were possible. We've all lived multiple lifetimes, and we've all lived these lifetimes in many, many locations. And what happens is when you go to a location that your soul has actually lived before, it may feel familiar, it may feel connected, or amazingly mystical things happen. And you pick up something that you left there, a talent or a skill or an ability that you left there, which is one of the reasons why we go on spiritual adventures all over the world.
So when you feel called, like if a trip comes up, not just our trips, of course, we would love to have you come with us. But when something comes up and all of a sudden you just feel this sort of like pull or this call towards going to that particular place, or even it could be the opposite. It could be a fear. When we went to Peru, Marilyn, I wanted to go. I just had this, it was my bucket list thing. I really wanted to go. Marilyn did not want to go. Not want to go at all. I had the same thing in Egypt. I didn't really want to go to Egypt. She really wanted to go. We both picked up powerful aspects of ourselves during those trips. When we went to Thailand last year, we had, the most amazing witnessing of one of our participants. It didn't happen to us, but we were right there. And I think if it would have happened to us, I might have been terrified.
Maybe. And our friend, who is now known as Ellie, her name used to be Barbara, but she has since changed it, we believe. And if I remember correctly, that it was that kind of a situation, even Ellie deciding to come on this trip. It was like, you heard about it and you came. I'd like to introduce you to Ellie, the woman in Germany, right? Formerly known as Barbara.
And we're going to let her tell you what happened.
So Ellie, tell us just a little bit about how you were called to go on the trip to Thailand with us, and then what happened when we were at the elephant park.
Yes, hello, both of you. You are my soul sisters now because of this trip. So I was the beginning of 2012 and 17. I met Marilyn, and I had afterwards a little journey by myself. So, and I sat at the beach and I said to myself, I don't want to travel alone anymore. And a few months ago after that, I saw the introduction about the Thailand trip. So that was for me the call. I said, how wonderful to meet a group of people just organized like that. And it was so excited for me anyway to go there. It was my first time to go to the East Way. And I met this wonderful people there, this wonderful woman there. We met there, and it was like we knowing each other, like another family right away. And it's still like this. I know I'm the only one from Germany, and everybody else was from the West Side. So I was calling for that, and no, it was, the whole trip was very exciting.
So we had an experience at the elephant park with you that we've talked about. Adironda's actually talked about it several times, but if you could just share that experience with us from your perspective, that would be wonderful.
And let me just say, it was so special. We do have a video recording of it, but we promised that we would not put it on the internet. So when you see us in person, we can show you, but we can't broadcast it on the internet, because what happened there at the park, Ellie will tell you, the people who run the park, it was such a special experience. They don't want everyone to think that that's going to happen to you when you go to the park.
Yes, right. And my experience was like that. We came there with our group to the elephants, and actually, I had the sense that the elephants came to me. Like every moment we passed the elephants, they keep trying to touch me with their trunk. Then we were at a special spot there, and one of the guides there, they introduced us to the elephants. So a smaller elephant, is not that small, not a baby elephant, but a small elephant, okay? This elephant just touched me with his trunk on my face. And he or she, I don't even know, that was not important, but it was a very gentle touch from this elephant, very sweet and soft, and he kissed me with his trunk in the middle of my face and on my mouth, on my nose, and then I felt that the elephant was breathing his breath into mine. So I said to myself, oh, it was not a thought that I shared my breath with him. So I did, and we shared our breath. So it was not, I cannot express it even more like that. I think that was the love he was trying to share, really. And then I don't know how that even happened. It was like in a movie or in a dream. He kissed me with his whole mouth. He actually put my face into his mouth. It was this moment very soft, very smooth. I just let it happen. I don't had a thought on it. And you keep asking me, didn't you fear a moment? I said, no, it was for me cool. It was fine. It was loving. And I know that was the moment for you to see a trusting moment, a very trusting moment for all of us. That's what they wanted to share with me. And after this moment, at the very end, of course, they said it is not usual like that, not happen like that before ever. So that was very special, of course. And whoever wants to ask about it, I will share this moment again.
Well, yeah, it's so amazing what we found, Ellie, is because when the owner's husband, I can't remember his Derek, when he was singing to call the elephants over, what we saw, and we've actually got that in a video where one elephant just came directly to you, right. and like they recognized you, and then we watched all this happening, and we were like, "What? Is this a good thing?" But you were so calm. It was like you were picking up from this elephant, from your time together, from another existence. You were picking up that part of yourself that really may have changed things for when you returned back home.
Well, and I like what Ellie just said about how it was for us too, because we got to witness how relaxed we were. The ones, everybody else in the group was like, "Oh my gosh, should that be happening?" And Derek was so calm that I'm sure Ellie thought, well, this is fine. And it taught us trust in that moment with the elephant.
Right. And
Yeah.
I remember in the at the channel, you have channeled a message afterwards, right, from Adironda, and they just came right there with the message. I think we don't even ask for it. That these elephants, they all came to me to welcome me and because they recognized me. There was a message, and I said, wow. And then I had a dream. And then at the night after this meeting with the elephant, and the message was so clear that I was one of the goddess of elephants and love. So, and Marilyn had gotten the same message like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was so amazing. We had the same message, the same kind of dream.
At the same night, yes, that was very special. But I'd like to tell you something what you don't even know now, because at the trip, I didn't realize that I had a really bad, I was ill, okay, from a bite of an insect, very bad. So it came out in January, extremely hard for me to even walk. It affects my whole nerve systems, my joints. The way to speak was hard and to walk. So I had to went to a doctor, and the woman said, you need a therapy with oxygen. I started with the oxygen, and I walked into the room with the oxygen, and I had to put on a mask. It was a half hour session, and at that moment, I remember what the elephant was trying to tell me, because he was helping me. I remember then Adironda said, they came to me to help me because I was helping them. And at the elephant park, I did my healing to the elephants. And that's what why they came also to bring this back to me. And I really stopped this therapy with the oxygen, because I know I don't need that, because the elephant told me I can do that by myself. Now I practiced this on my own to have a special breathing into my whole body, and that really helped me. But the elephant was the way shower, right? Now, after that, it took a while, but it helped me so much. I think I could have died from this disease because it was extremely strong in my body. And before I came to Thailand, it happened. So now that was.
So you actually had that while you were in Thailand?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we didn't know that at all.
And so the symptoms got really bad afterwards.
Yes, right, afterwards.
And then the breathing with the elephant is what you remembered, and that's what helped you through the disease. Wow.
Yes, because the oxygen mask was like an elephant trunk, like this on my mouth. And I was laughing, and oh,
there we go.
You see me? All right.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the moment I said, oh, how wonderful that I made this trip anyway. And it's really happened. Okay, I don't make it up. It's happened like that. People could mean it or anything, but you have the pictures. I don't even have a picture from the elephant with this, nobody shared it until now.
Well, we'll have to
share the video.
We'll have to see if we can't share the video with everybody, but we can certainly share the story.
Yeah, I know. But I hoped that you could see that you had your moments to share it with the people and bring a special message that the elephants were there to help us too.
Yeah, they
So,
were.
so would you say that, would you say that picking up the breath was the aspect of what you needed in your life at that time? The elephant was basically giving you that aspect.
Yeah, right. Because one of our soul sisters, our wonderful sister Brenda, had this idea too. She said that's one of my I don't remember exactly, but it comes from the air. My way. I need to go my way by the air, by breathing.
Ah,
And
wow.
I feel the air is extremely important to release certain things, even in your third eye. When you breathe into it, it makes it releases something.
Wow.
Maybe that's why you're going back to Thailand to help you with your breath.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Ellie. You know, you are just a delight. I wish you could come with us again in Thailand.
We enjoyed you so much.
Me too.
Yeah, it was
But
such a
if not
powerful.
this time, then another time we will see us
Another
very soon.
time.
So.
Absolutely, absolutely. So,
thank you, Ellie.
Thank you.
It's so good to see
Thank you.
Yes, we love you so much.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you. Yes, it was a wonderful time we had. I will never forget that. It turns out very, more aspects, as you always say, the aspects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you. Okay.